out there lead generating and cold calling, this is what I call for me my training season, right? Because this is when most people are looking to do their trainings. Most people are looking to get ready for the spring market, and the spring market is starting to pick up. And I got a referral this morning for a property, a waterfront property that I'm going to go take a look at in the next couple of days. But how did that referral come to me? It came through my Facebook profile. I mean, that's basically it. It came through my internet marketing. It came through everything that I've done already in the past, that after you put your name out there on the internet, if you are super duper clear as to who you are and what you do, then it's going to be powerful. You're just going to get leads coming into you passively. And it may not come today. It may come tomorrow. It may come the week after, but it's just making sure that what you're doing is actually effective when marketing yourself out there to the world, because that's just another way for us to be able to get more business. So we're going to jump right into it, guys. And again, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, just drop them in the chat. And for those of you who are on Facebook, you can drop them in the comments on Facebook. And this way I'll be able to help answer those questions as well too, because I want to be able to help you guys out, because this is one of those things that I see that we're just falling short on. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. I want to make sure you guys can see this. Let's see. Okay, are you guys able to see what's in the front? What I have?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So when you see this here, right? Let's jump right into this here. Okay, where am I? Okay. So we're going to go through our Facebook funnel checklist. And that's the way to look at it. And the reason why I call it a funnel is because it wasn't up until recently when I hired a marketing company to teach me how to be a marketer, to teach me how to promote myself, that I didn't realize that, guys, our Facebook profiles is one of the biggest funnels that we can have to be able to lead generate business. Okay. So what does that mean? Number one, who can tell me in this room right now what a lead generation funnel is, or what a funnel even is, period? Anybody, just unmute yourself, jump in there, because we're going to go through this quick because there's a lot to cover. It could be Shannon, it could be Melissa. What is the funnel? What do you guys know as a funnel to be? Or you can drop it in the chat, whatever works for you.
I have no idea.
All right, go ahead, Lori.
That wasn't me.
Oh, all right. So if it wasn't you, I'm just gonna jump right into it. So, who was that? Was that Melissa? I hear a voice and I see a black screen.
I'm sorry, Robert.
Okay. So here's what a funnel is. A funnel, basically, if you've ever put oil in the car before, right? You have this thing that goes like this, and it's a funnel, and then it has a small spigot at the bottom, right? Well, that's what a funnel is. And what we've got to do is we've got to use our Facebook to be able to practically, feed that funnel. So what does that look like? A funnel, you've got to be able to make it clear to people as to what it is that you do. That's the first thing. But then the second thing is you want to make sure that the people that are on your Facebook profile are people that can actually buy your services or do what you want them to do in terms of if they want to buy a house or sell a house, right? So that's the one common error that I see with Facebook, that we're so used to having it as just a place for our friends, our personal friends, which is totally cool. And you can have that. However, we're missing on huge opportunities, because here's the deal. The way Facebook has set up their algorithms, they don't care about your friends anymore. They don't care about how you want to communicate and post your dog pictures and post your cat pictures. They're showing your stuff to your friends in a very strategic manner. so that this way your friends will know what you're doing. So you might be out there posting that, hey, listen, I just went ahead and listed a property for sale. And out of your 500 friends or 200 friends, maybe about 3 of them are going to see it. Why? Because Facebook wants you to do ads. That's what they want you to do. That's how Facebook makes money. Back in the days before Facebook was a public company, they pretty much said, look, whatever the case might be, if people want to post something, you'll see it in the feed, and then you comment on other people's stuff. But today, unless you focus on paying for ads, then you're just not going to get as much traffic and as much attention. And even when you do stories, Facebook stories, and you post something up there, only a certain number of people are going to see your stories. So there has to be a strategy that you can now take if you're somebody that uses Facebook on a frequent basis, you enjoy using it. And again, this is a platform. I'm not trying to make you jump into Facebook and force you to do this. All I'm saying is if you're going to have a Facebook profile, then you might as well make it effective so that when the person that you friend or somebody goes to your profile, they know exactly what you do. They know that you're not somebody who sells title or somebody that sells Tupperware, but yet deep down inside, you've always wanted to be a real estate agent. So let's jump right into this. The first thing that you want to do, right? Let me see if there's any questions. Before I keep going, does anybody have any thoughts, any questions? Just put a 1 in the hashtag, a 1 in the comments, so that this way I know. And then I see Nina, great, you're on Facebook. Love it. So how to get leads and how to organize them. So we're going to talk about that during VIP, but those are great questions, Nina. So if you guys are here, put a hashtag 1 just to make sure I'm just not rattling off and going off on a tangent. I just want to make sure we're connecting here. All right, let's go hashtag 1 in the chat. Come on, guys. All right, Nina, you're in. Okay, awesome. Lori, Adriana, perfect. Good to have you. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let's keep this going. So let's look at the first things first here. So this is the first thing you guys want to do, right? When you're building out your Facebook profile. Let me make this a little bit easier here. I'm just going to do single page, right? What you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a profile picture that is very, very clear, right? Choose a picture that has your face in it, okay? Like I've seen some people's pictures where they're looking down, okay, or they have like a blanket on their head. I don't know what was going on. Maybe the person was smoking something, who knows, right? No judgment. But bottom line is this, you want to make your Facebook profile so clean in terms of people knowing who you are. And you want to choose a picture that gives a good vibe so that when people see you, it's not like, you know what I mean? Listen, that's cool if you want to be like, yo, whatever. And if you're a rap artist or if you're somebody that wants to be able to be in a music video, then that's appropriate for that. But in real estate, what people are doing is that they want to see if they can know you, trust you, and work with you, right? Because they feel like you can help them out. And our photograph can at least warm them up to that point up front. At least if you're going to be doing a profile picture. Now, if you're going to be doing a temporary profile picture, that's one thing. We're going to do other things that I'm going to show you where if you have a temporary profile picture and it disappears and it comes back to your permanent one, then that's fine. But make sure that you have something that's clean, high resolution headshot. You want to give off a good vibe, and ask people, does this picture make you feel good, right? Does it make you feel comfortable? Do I look either a professional? Do I look approachable? Do I look like somebody that would want to work with me? And here's what I recommend. Ask somebody in the market that you want to work in. Okay. So if you want to work in luxury, right, then ask somebody who is either working in the luxury space or ask somebody who owns in the luxury space. Okay. as opposed to just asking the dude down the street or asking, one of your best friends who, they're probably thinking in their minds, listen, that's a great photograph. You look great. You look cute. Well, remember, this is not a dating website photograph, right? This is a business professional photograph, so that when your clients see it, no matter what age they are, they can feel like I can do business with this young man or this young woman. Okay. And it has to resonate with your personality. So for example, if you're a type A personality, then you know what, don't be afraid to show it. Okay. As long as it's something that it shows who you are, because those are the people that you're going to be doing business with. And if you are an expressive personality, then show your expressiveness. Just make sure that the quality of the photograph is something that is inviting to the people that you want to attract. Does that make sense? Any questions along those lines? Let me look at the chat. I know a couple of people have some questions in there. All right, awesome. So that's one of the things that I noticed that we need to do a whole lot better when it comes to our Facebook profile, that if we do that right now, it will help out tremendously. The other thing is, here's the next step, is you want to make sure that, here we go, your Facebook banner. So this is the main page. So when somebody comes to your profile, they're going to look at your Facebook banner, and you want to have your Facebook banner set up like an ad, for example. So when you go to my Facebook profile, you'll see that it clearly states, hey, look, how to build a 7-figure scalable business, right? So, predictable, scalable 7-figure real estate business. And then I have this link here, and that's a fake button. You just add a little image so that the person can click here. And then when they click on the image, in my main image on my profile, it'll take them to where you have right here a description of the photograph, which is an ad. So this is called organic marketing. And then I have a link, and this link is a bait to capture the lead. So for you, it could be download your download your, what do you call it? Like a listing presentation packet, your seller estimate, download your first time home buyer packet, download whatever it is that you want to give them, your top 10 things to do if you want to sell your home on your own. Whatever packet that you want to give away, put it in there as a link, so that this way the person, once they click on it, then they'll be able to go to it. So a couple of steps: a high quality photograph, make sure it has a fake button. And those of you guys who are in VIP, you're going to get a copy of this PDF file so that you can go ahead and do this, right? And be able to upgrade your own profile. So that's the first thing. So I know you guys are taking copious notes, and that's awesome. Everybody that's in VIP, you obviously always get the recording, and you always get the recordings to the VIP session. And for some of you guys who are watching, if you're not in VIP yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hashtag VIP. You can be in here and have direct access to me after the training and all the training videos that we've done. So the fake button, why do you have the fake button? That's like a bait, right? When you go out fishing, you have a bait at the end of the hook. So when people see this, their eye unconsciously is going to want to click on it. Why? Because it says join my free group and watch the trainings. On here, they can just click on it. It says download my free first time home buyer guide, or download my free seller's guide. And when they click on it, then it's going to take them to the page that has this description. Okay. So it could be a comparative market analysis link. And all you guys have to do is use Canva. And here are the dimensions: 828 pixels by 315 pixels. You can use that and it'll be perfectly fine. And if you want, just use the design that I have up here as an inspiration. Okay. So that's the one thing that you want to do when it comes to your Facebook profile, is set up the banner that way. Let's see here. Now I got to figure out how to get to the next page here. Okay, here we go. The third thing you want to do is your bio. So when someone goes to your Facebook page, in your bio, you want to give a short description of who you help and what is it that you help them do. Okay. And feel free to be bold and to use emojis to catch people's eyes. Today, when you're posting on Facebook, you will increase the number of likes, the number of clicks, the number of eyeballs, which is, again, what Facebook wants from you. Okay, so remember, you're on Facebook's platform. You think that Facebook belongs to you because it's your username and password? Nah. Facebook belongs to Mark Zuckerberg, okay? and the investors. So if you have a profile that attracts a lot of eyeballs and people are watching what you're doing and they're commenting, then that's a good thing. They're going to expose your profile to more people organically. That's how Facebook does it. It's just like it's basically, it's as if you are a syndication, a TV show. So imagine yourselves as a television show. And if you're getting a lot of eyeballs as a television show, how much more is that news station or is that TV station going to show your television show? Right? It's going to show it a lot more. But if your TV show sucks, guess what? It's going to get canceled. And that's the way Facebook works. So give a short description. So for example, I help people use real estate to build intergenerational wealth, right? That's like a little example of a bio. Here's an intro right here. So when people go to your main page, if you see a picture of this main page that I have here, this is mine, my little intro is right there. And you can see this right at the beginning. Realtors and coaches. We help you go from 0 to 6 figures, models, systems, call to action. DM me, NLP for more info, right? For info. So you only get a little bit of space for this. This is the intro part. But what happens is when somebody clicks on, you see how it has right here, edit bio? When someone clicks on the about button right here, which is next to the post, then it's going to take them to your full bio for people to get to know who you are. And that's where your biggest opportunity is. So any questions before I go on to the next couple of points? Because I got about a couple of more points. Anything so far, guys? I put a #1 in the chat or just put a 1, whatever works. Anybody on Facebook land, I want to make sure that you guys are catching this as well too. What questions do you have? Because we're going to keep this going.
Is it clear? Hi, Rob. Is it clear when a lead is clicking on the fake button, how to put the URL into it on Facebook? Because I didn't know I can do that with the banner.
How to put your
URL, you know, when someone clicks on the banner, then it goes to the description.
Okay, cool. So here, let me show you an example. Yeah, Sonda, this is my professional Facebook. Honestly, Sonda, I've given up on having a personal Facebook, just so you guys know. So I no longer look at my Facebook as a personal Facebook. I look at my Facebook as a Facebook, as a marketing and promotion tool. That's it. The moment I started doing that is when things started to shift for me. Because listen, people need to know what I do. So just to give you an example, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So when you say that you use it exclusively for your professional reasons, so you don't have pictures of yourself at dinner for your birthday, you don't have Christmas photos, like, are you incorporating your personal life?
That. Okay. Yeah, I definitely incorporate that. And there's one thing that you can do, and we can even cover this during VIP, is that you can create lists. So that means if you only want your real estate friends to see certain posts, and you only want your family members and your personal friends to see other posts, then you can segment people into lists, and we'll cover that during VIP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that this way you can make the most of what you have now. And I broke things down into trusted list and then everyone else. for the most part. So everybody who's in real estate, I have a list that says general real estate. And then people that are just like, hey, I'm okay if I post myself, drinking a beer or whatever, or at a nightclub. That's my trusted list. And I can post that on Facebook, and I'm totally cool because nobody else will see it except that trusted list. But let me show you, Nina, real quick. So this is my Facebook profile here, right? So here's the main cover. When you click on the main cover, it takes you right here. You see? And then right here is the link. So
And
this
my
link
question was,
could
yeah,
be-
where do I put the link when I edit the page?
It's right inside the comments. So look, I'm gonna hit. It should be able to. Well, I used to be able to hit edit comments, but I guess it doesn't. So whenever you create this post,
Okay,
just like any other post, you can add a comment to it,
okay,
right? And inside the comment, you just got to make sure you put the HTTPS or the
Okay.
HTTP. So just
Yeah.
copy the link from your web browser and
Mhm.
just paste it in there. Okay. And then
Okay.
that will make it easier. And then somebody can just click there and it'll take them right to the 7-figure mastermind group. And
okay,
then they can join. So it's just what we're doing is we're reducing the resistance. We're reducing the flow, right? If you want a car to go faster, it has to be aerodynamically designed. So within your websites or whatever company you're with, they should have a landing page capability. And that's all it is. It takes them to a landing page capability. They come in, they enter their information, boom, you're golden. Does that make sense? Cool.
Rob, I have
Yeah.
a quick question, if I
Go
may.
for it. Mhm.
Okay, with a business Facebook page, Facebook only allows you to do ads from a business Facebook, not personal Facebook page, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
So would you, on your Facebook page right now, you couldn't do Facebook ads from it, could you? Or could you?
No, I can't. But
Okay,
here's the thing. If you post enough and you
Okay.
follow their algorithm, right? How Facebook works, which is
Yes.
having people comment, you commenting on other people's profiles and stuff like that, you start creating an attraction organically.
okay,
You
okay.
know, so this is the organic way of generating more business. And in addition to it, it's just making sure that you're business ready, right? Because what we're
Okay.
teaching today is how to make sure your profile is business ready so that when somebody sees it, they know this is what you do. Okay, because
Okay, so so sorry, so
ahead.
sorry.
Mhm.
So it's effective to just have one page. You don't need a personal like this and then a business. You can just make this your main everything, right?
Well, you got to have a personal profile, which is this right here. This is my personal profile. Okay.
Yes.
And you've got to have a business profile page, because the business profile page is only for the purpose of you being able to do ads.
Got it. Okay. Good to
And
know.
I'm telling you, Facebook, they're trying to get you either which way. They're going to make their money. So
Right.
if anything, what I do is that if I'm posting it on my business page, then I post it on my Facebook personal page. Again,
Okay.
I've let go of all inhibitions that, oh, I don't want my friends to see this. Oh, my friends might think I'm spamming them. Oh, I'm posting. No. Well, what you do is you mix it up in the 5-day week where you have something that's personal, something that's inspirational, something that's, real estate related. So you've got to mix it up. And one of the best
Okay.
that you can do is you can start doing some videos. If you guys start doing videos now, that's good. That's where the viral starts coming in and other people start to see what you do. You got to do videos, whether you like it or not. That's one way to get some views.
Okay.
Okay. All right, cool. So we've got about 3 more minutes left for those people who are on Facebook that you're watching before I cut the feed. If anybody has any questions on Facebook, drop it in there now. If not, we're going to go ahead and keep going because we've got some more to cover in this class here. And this helped me out tremendously when I started following these instructions. So number 4 is you want to add a feature picture somewhere in your profile, which would be you make it a post and then you can pin it, right? So when you pin it, it just stays at the top of your post. And you make it where it's something that is very call to action. Again, this is your ad. So if you're intentional in adding friends to your Facebook profile, and these are friends that actually, would be people who would be great clients of yours. Again, what we're doing is we're being intentional. So if you go networking and all you meet is 500 realtors, right? Like at a KW family reunion event or an EXP event or whatever, Coldwell Banker, or whatever company you're with, if you go to one of those events, you can have 500 to 1,000 real estate agents on your profile. And the reality is, if you're not going to be marketing to them, if you're not going to be promoting yourself to them, then, you're just having a bunch of people on there. Now, for me, it works out perfectly fine. Why? Because I coach real estate agents. So that's my clientele. Does that make sense? So on your end, if you are somebody that works with boaters or waterfront properties, then start friending people who are interested in boating. Start friending people who are interested in owning properties with a boat slip. If you know people who are stockbrokers, start looking for people who are stockbrokers who might want to buy vacation homes in South Florida. Does that make sense? So all I'm saying is be intentional with who you add into your profile. Because every time you post something about real estate and how great it is to live in New York or in California or in Chicago or in Texas or live in South Florida, then those people have a better chance of seeing what you're offering. So going back to this here, again, let's see.
So what would you put in the second featured pic, like as a link? Your mobile app, for instance?
You can do the same link. It's just
the same link?
Yeah, it's just 2 ways
Okay.
to go to the same place. So if I get you on the left, great. And if I get you on the right, awesome. I'm going to get you either way. So in here, you want to include a single photograph with an arrow pointing directly, right, to the link. The bigger, the better. So if you see here, I have it over here where it's like a little button, but you can make it a whole lot bigger. Okay. Definitely make it a whole lot bigger. And remove all the details, location, occupation, page you manage, include emojis in your bio, but everything is pointing here. So the reality is, on mine, because I'm looking after realtors, this can work and it works fine. But for you, it could be a house. It can be a waterfront property. Can you see yourself living here? Something like that. Very simple. I can help you get this for under $400,000, right? Well, what does it look like? It's a condo or it's a co-op. You don't need to get into those details. Just be big picture, be chunked up, be broad, right? That the purpose of the image is to be broad. Think of it as a billboard, right? Have you guys ever seen that billboard on the highway? I think it's on 95 and it says, "Your wife is hot," I can't even get that out of my mind. And it's because they're selling AC services, right? But it's like, look at the headline. And I'm like, damn, that just it makes me turn, and it has a picture of this really good looking woman on the billboard. And they've been using that ad for years, or they have the one that's like the little, the bug spray or something like that, the Terminator guy, and they got this little midget and he's on the banner, with the Terminator glasses. And it's like, I just take a second look and it just sticks out, but it's very few details. It's just, he kills bugs or something, and it's a little midget. So it's the same thing. And then click the image. So they click on here and it'll go